14-7 in each game. How much is the second group when they get in helping you kind of overcome that? What have they done to bring you guys back into it?
Yeah, especially in the last game, I thought they were really good in getting us going. Like we're starting the games, and especially our perimeter guys, like they're trying to find their way, into the game through shooting. And sometimes when you make one or you get into a little bit of a rhythm or you're just wide open, there's nothing wrong with that. But we've had a couple forced shots, to start the game. And, we have to do a better job of just getting good looks and then living with that, right? Like even if you miss those, like, you still, stay process-based, keep taking good shots. But our bench is the one that's really sparked us. I thought they were great in the Duke game, coming in and getting it going. And then when the starters came back in, they played really well.
The inevitable question just about, a trip west. Now you got to look and play again.
Yeah.
What's your message to you guys?
Well, you get back and, you land around 4:15, 4:30 in the morning on Monday. And, we practiced probably for about an hour, a little bit later in the afternoon. So we didn't go at a normal 2 o'clock. We went at 4 o'clock and just tried to get started on the scout, but also, get moving a little bit. When you travel like that, I think it's difficult, but it's also, you got to play another game. That's just the way it is. Like, deal with it. And, I think our guys are, focused and, ready to go, but, we also don't know, right? We haven't played a road game this year. We have young guys that haven't played a road game. And even though we played on a neutral court and played Gonzaga in that area, it still wasn't like playing, on the road, playing versus Gonzaga or playing on the road and playing Duke. So, this will be a challenge for us. I know they're not having their best year, but they still have good individual pieces. They just haven't got it together yet. But they got a handful of guys that can really go, and we got to be prepared.
From what you've seen, why are they in this 1-7 rut?
Just not completing things. They just not consistent in certain areas. But they show spurts. They have a good first half against Florida. They put together good spurts that just that consistency. Just trying to sustain that consistency across the board. And they've lost some close games at home, and people have shot the ball well, against them. But with that being said, they also have two guys that are out. They have one guy that's going to miss half the season for eligibility purposes, and they have another guy that's injured. So that might be probably the better answer. I can only go off what I watch. I don't obviously know those two guys. But that's those two guys being out. And then just, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to piece everything together, especially if you're getting into close games and being able to win those close games.
Braden talked about, you told us Zach sent the team a text last night about making sure you keep doing the same things that you've been doing to be successful.
Right.
To this point.
Yep.
Did he run that by you? Did you
Yeah.
know about that? It's like, what do you think?
Well, it's all right. Common sense is all right. You don't have to get, common sense is okay to kind of, when you have guys that have been through things and understand it, it happens a lot in competition within a game, not just from game to game, whereas like you get a lead and you do good things and then you get away from, human nature. Sometimes winning's not good enough, because a lot of people want to play and do more to help you win. It's just very normal and natural, but you really just need to do the same things. If you're having success, why would you go against it? So, but no, that's good. That's good that he's sending that, because he's right.
Last year for the challenge, what would you like to see the Big Ten do moving forward? Is there another challenge out there, or does this give you a little bit more control over your scheduling and what you want to do in the future?
It gives you more control, but it doesn't probably give us a better game across the board. Like individually, there's teams in our league that can go get a game that's just as good, but can we go and get 14 to 16 games consistently with this one pocket? I would say no. I would say no, just because by nature, especially a coach, especially an older coach, is going to normally schedule somebody lesser. It's just kind of the way it is. In reality, if you can get consistent, especially if you can be as consistent as someone like Michigan State, you should schedule like Michigan State, because it not only helps Michigan State, but it helps our league Because if you're fortunate enough to beat them, that win really helps because they have such a strong net across the board because he's scheduled so tough. If you can get more people doing that in your league, you're going to grow your league and you're going to get more teams in the tournament.
So you just go out and schedule Florida State for a home and home now since
Yeah.
you played them so much?
Yeah, we're trying to complete the 7-game Eastern Conference Finals, best of 7. Yeah, it's amazing. So, yeah, if they could continue that and continue the Gavitt games, I just hope we'll just play Marquette and Florida State. Yeah.
Is this team where you thought it was going to be defensively at this point in the season?
We still make a lot of mistakes. We still have breakdowns with it. The thing that we haven't struggled with is our effort. You know, we've played hard. When the ball's gotten loose, outside of the Marquette game, we've really rebounded the ball well and really pursued the basketball for 50-50 balls. And so I think that's where we offset some of our deficiencies. A lot of our deficiencies is concentration. Like, you know, you have to know what you're doing. You got to be able to get it. And we're much better in that area. We're still having some breakdowns. I don't know if there's a team out there not having those breakdowns. So you just kind of grow through it and just try to, you know, keep getting a little bit better, keep getting a little bit more stingy, you know, leading into conference play.
You said after the Gonzaga game that you made a lot of mistakes. Did you make as many against Duke? Or, I mean, the ones that we don't always see? Or did you
Right.
limit that?
No, I thought we did a better job there. Now it's a different scout.
Yeah.
So I thought we did a better job there. I thought Caleb First really came in. His ball screen defense was pretty good. He really got out there and hedged high, and that really helped us. Then his ability to rebound really helped us. So not to say he was the only one out there, but we're just more aware than we were.